soccer fans, and welcome to Upper St. Clair High School Stadium. We are here on this fine Thursday evening to take in a soccer match between your Upper St. Clair Panthers and the Bulls from Brashear High School. I'm Rob Mertz, and I'm flying solo tonight, here with Mr. Callahan in the booth and Ryan, our cameraman. So if you get tired of hearing my voice, we'll just have to turn the volume down or something, because it's going to be all me tonight. So
We'll contribute.
yeah, thank you very much. That would be nice. We'll set the starting lineups here as we go. This was sort of the unofficial start to the second half of our season. This is the first section team that we've played for the second time, so we're sort of getting into the second half and have gone over the crest of the hill, and we're heading back down the backside here and there as far as our regular season goes. So we played Brashear at Couple Stadium earlier in the year. That was a 9-0 victory for the Panthers. Brashear will kick this ball off and get the game started here. So Coach Snyder's taken an opportunity to put some starters on the field, some boys that might not normally get a chance to start, and we'll see how we do here. Set the stage for you. Joe Conlon is in goal tonight. At left back, Sam Russell. And at right back, you've got Pat Myron. Doug Hateman and Hayden Bernhardt will be at center back. Looks like Anthony Pizzone's playing out at the left midfield. Alejandro Bravo is playing in the center mid. John Gertunka out on the right. Tommy Churchill and Shane Sibley are up top, with Connor Malkuzny also out on the right for us. So looks like a 4-3-3 formation for Coach Snyder, and we're underway here, so we'll start calling the action. Again, the first game was a little bit lopsided in St. Clair's favor, 9-0. We'll see if we can generate some goals here again tonight. St. Clair has been allowing teams, they've sort of have an alarming trend of allowing teams to stick around in games recently. Several games have gone 0-0 to the half and well into the second half before St. Clair's been able to score their first goal. So hopefully we can get on them early here and take any suspense out of this result early on in the game. It's like there's an offside call on the far side, so Brashear will have a free kick coming out of their own end. It's a wet, damp, almost foggy evening here. Had a pretty big rainstorm this afternoon, so the turf's very wet. It'll be slick. Churchill gathers it in near midfield, plays it wide to Malkuzny. That pass is turned over, and Brashear will go from there. Ball cleared towards the midline for Brashear. It's a hand on the ball, but the ref doesn't call that. This is the first year in WPIAL Class AAA for Brashear. In fact, the City League does not play soccer anymore. They merged 4 schools into the WPIAL for soccer, and Brashear is one of them. So they end up in Upper St. Clair section this year. Pizzone in midfield. Plays his outside back, Russell, back to Pizzone. Back to Russell. Gertunka in the middle. Up top to Churchill. Good passing here from the Panthers. Myron wide. Goes over the top looking for Malkuzny. Churchill run onto that one. He's onside. It's a shot. Ooh, just wide of the far post. Tommy made a nice run there. That ball played in. He looked to be offsides, but the ref kept the flag down. And he was in alone on the keeper. Nice low, hard shot, but just wide of the far post. So that'll be a goal kick for Brashear. They go crossfield with that. That's out of bounds for a Panther throw. Malkuzny will take that forward to Churchill. Ball skips through. Pizzone running on. Ball bounces over his head. He's able to come back and win that ball. Brashear clears to midfield. Hateman wide near side to Russell. That ball's turned over though, and Russell has to work to get it back, and he earns a throw in for the Panthers near midfield. So I think Coach Snyder going to try to take tonight as an opportunity to rest some players. They've got an absolutely brutal schedule coming up, the Panthers do, starting with a really important section game on Saturday against Canamac. They'll play 5 games in 7 days, and one of those being a makeup against Chartiers Valley that was canceled earlier in the year. But otherwise, they would have 4 games, but it's going to be 5 games. Milkoozney with a shot just wide. So that's going to be a really tough stretch, an important stretch of games for the Panthers. Several section games in there. Cardinal Mooney's coming to visit. We'll play Mount Lebanon next weekend. So it'll be a big week for the Panthers and a lot of soccer. So I think he's going to he's spreading the workload out here and giving some players some rest as heading into that really tough week. Ball forward. Hateman does a nice job picking that off. But back to Brashear's possession. And Russell clears it over the far touchline for a throw-in. So you've got Hayden has been playing at center back, but Coach moved Doug Hateman back to that center back role. He's normally been playing the holding midfield. Doug more than capable of playing at center back. He's played there for a lot of years on his club team, and he knows that position well, so I don't expect the back four to miss a beat tonight. It'll be a throw-in for Brashear. I'm sorry, that's a free kick. About 35 yards out on the far touchline, so we'll have to mark up here and try to clear this ball. 34.5 minutes left in the first half. Score is 0-0. Here comes the run-up. They go short to midfield. He can't handle the pass, though, and Hateman does a nice job stepping up to clear that ball. Right back in down in the corner. Going to be pressured. Ball's turned over, sent to the middle, and but for a bad touch, they might have had a really good opportunity on goal there. The ball goes out for a throw-in. I know that Brashear, number 10, Aaron Lagnese, he's lit the lamp on the scoreboard 10 or 12 times this year, so you've got to watch him. He could be dangerous up top. He's one of the leading scorers in the Whitfield right now. Here's Sibley applying pressure near side. Ball turns over to Bravo. Carries it forward, and that's cleared out for a throw-in for the Panthers. Pizzone will take this. Goes central to Gertunka. Again, that ball, the field's wet. Ball's going to skip a lot tonight. He finds Sibley coming in, making a diagonal run, but Shane can't keep that ball on his foot. It's going to be hard to control the ball. It's going to really skip in hard at players, and it's going to be a challenge. The first touches will be challenging all night long. Russell gets possession near midfield. Pizzone. Churchill going forward now. He had Bravo on his inside shoulder, just didn't see him there. Here comes Alejandro. Steps over, plays the ball. I'm not sure whether he thought Shane was going to be making a run there, but that ball goes to no one, and that'll be a goal kick. So it does look like Gertunka and Pizzone are playing more of a holding midfield role with Bravo, Milkoozney, and Sibley across the midfield, and Churchill up top. So sort of a 4-2-3-1 is what I'm seeing right now out there from the Panthers. Just need to be a little sharper with our passing here, a little more patient. Here's Bravo. Had Milkoozney wide, but he was looking for Sibley on the cross. Pizzone picks this up, 30 yards out, lays it off to Myron, goes wide from Milkoozney. Plays down the line, stays in, off a defender, but stays in. Here comes Churchill with the cross. Bravo's there. Oh, off of a Brashear defender. Almost put that one in his own net. So it'll be a Panther corner kick. See if we can strike here off a set piece. Yeah, it was a good hard cross from Tommy Churchill coming in off the right side. And the Brashear defenders had a hard time handling that. Got to him a little quicker than he thought and almost put it in his own net. Milkoozney with a kick, low, hard one. Again off a defender towards the net, cleared off the line. They had a man on the back post, and he was able to clear that ball off the line, or else that was going in the net. Again, off of a Brashear defender. So it's tough for everyone out there tonight. Ball's really skipping. Russell wide for Sibley. To Churchill, back to Sibley. His first touch let him down a little bit there. And he pursues and wins a throw-in. Shane will take this throw. Plays through for Pizzone. Going to the end line. He's not able to cross that ball in, though, and that'll be a goal kick for the Brashear Bulls. So St. Clair, up to this point, certainly with the territorial possession here, but unable to make it stick. Really the best two chances, other than Churchill's shot early, came off of the foot of a Brashear defender. Churchill back to Russell. Looks central, but that pass isn't going to find a mark. Brashear plays long to the corner, but no one's there. Well, you can tell tonight that their main play is going to be trying to find number 10, Lagnese, long on either diagonal run or up over the top. So our back four just have to be aware that he's there and drop off when it's called for. Don't let him get in behind them. Myron in the middle to Pizzone. Looks forward to Milkuzni. Gets on the end of that, but there's a defender there who's able to strip him of the ball. It'll go for a Panther throw-in on the far side. Connor will take this throw. He goes long to Gertunka, who is making a run up into the penalty area, but the ball doesn't quite get there, and Brashear will clear. Myron heads it back towards the penalty area. Gertunka on the ball, challenging, but Brashear comes up with it. They play forward to Lagnese at midfield. Good tackle by Pizzone. Here comes Milkuzni to get on the end of that. Carries the mail through midfield, looking for Sibley, but passes off the mark. Shane had checked his run, and Connor played for him to go through, so that didn't quite work out. Here's Myron challenging on the far side. Brashear wins the ball. Gertunka will get possession and play back to Hateman. Looks like they'll go through the back here to Bernhardt, to Russell. That's good. Change the point of attack. Again, that's it. Relieve the pressure. Back to Hateman. Out wide to Myron. He'll be able to keep that in. Go forward to Milkuzni near midfield. Back to Myron. That was good. Patient playing the ball through the back. There's a foul there, so the Panthers will get a free kick. Like to see the Panthers just keep the ball here, make Brashear chase, make them be the impatient ones chasing, and they'll open up holes in their defense. If we can just keep the ball and possess it. Here's Bravo trying to win a ball midfield. He does. It turns his defender, looking for Sibley on a diagonal run. Can't quite get there, though. That was well defended. Brashear looks to be able to clear. Shane giving nice pursuit, working hard. Forces a bad pass that goes to Gertunka to Pizzone. He turns it outside. Plays Shane down the line. Back to Pizzone. Looks like Shane got stepped on there. He's out of bounds, hobbling a little bit. He'll get up. Here's Gertunka, 35 out. Nice ball to the corner. Myron overlapping. Just took a little too long to get that cross in. It was blocked by a defender, but he's still on the ball. Finally cleared by Brashear. Up to Lagnese. Makes a nice little move around Hateman. They're going forward again. Here comes Lagnese with speed down the left flank. Bernhardt there to defend. And Hayden knocks that ball out. It'll be a Brashear throw. You can tell number 10, Lagnese for Brashear, he's got some wheels, so we're going to have to watch that. He can move, and it looks like he's got good ball skills too. So there's a substitution for Brashear, so we'll get underway here. It looks like a couple players up warming up for the Panthers. And Pat Miller will be heading on. Alejandro Bravo coming off. He's going to go check with the trainer. Looks like maybe having a problem with his hip or something. So Pat Miller on at that midfield role. Let's see if we can get something going here. Lagni's with a long shot from outside, goes well wide of the far post. Nothing to do for Joe Conlon there. So he'll handle this goal kick. Just under 26 minutes remaining, still 0-0. Good boot by Conlon to midfield, flicked on by Miller. But Churchill couldn't find that, and it turns back over to Brashear. Now far side to Myron. Finds Milkuzni and knocked out by Brashear for a Panther throw. Again, there's no reason to really go forward every time with the ball. We need to relieve pressure in the midfield and up top by working the ball through the back. And just be patient with our passing and our possession game. That'll be the best way to break this team down. Here's Gertunka at midfield. He plays back for Bernhardt. Wide for Pizzone. He'll switch it to Hateman in the middle. Goes forward to Gertunka. Wide to Myron. Back to Gertunka in the middle. He's got some room. Goes long for Sibley. That ball's going to run out, though. Just it's not a night to play the long ball. It's going to be hard to keep that ball in unless you can get a lot of backspin on it and have it check up. Throw for Brashear. Here's Gertunka. That's it. Short to Miller. He finds Churchill. Wide to Milkuzni. Back to Churchill in the middle. Comes Connor chasing the ball down in the corner. It's defended and out for a St. Clair throw. Going to be a substitution here again. Sibley coming off, as well as Milkuzni, and it looks like Caruso and Davis will be heading on. So Gertunka will slide up to that right side where Connor Milkuzni was, and it looks like Spencer Davis will head into the holding mid position, and Dom Caruso will be out wide left for the Panthers. Nice shot there. Low, hard, but good. Did well. The Brashear goalie did well to get down and save that shot by the Panthers. He'll punt the ball back to midfield. Won by Davis off his knee. Long arcing ball towards the penalty areas. Churchill running on. He's able to force the Brashear defender to play the ball out for a throw-in. Caruso takes that back to Pizzone. Miller on the near side, ball knocked into touch for a throw. Goes in the corner to Churchill, to Pizzone. He loses it on the dribble, but wins back a nice tackle to Miller in the middle. He and Dom just a little bit off there on the run and the pass. Bernhardt goes to Davis. Handball, though. Ball skipped up off his foot into his hand, so it'll be a free kick for Brashear. 22.5 minutes left, still 0-0. Need to get one in here. Don't want to let this team hang around any longer than we need to. Here's Caruso winning a ball off the free kick to Gertunka. Forward to Churchill. That's a nice pass. He's in with a low, hard shot, but that's going to go wide. He shot that ball maybe from 19, 20 yards out. It was a tall order. Kept it low, but well wide of the mark. Good pass there from John Gertunka to find Tommy Churchill running in towards the D there. Here's Russell near midfield. Plays to Pizzone. His pass is intercepted. Brashear will bring it near midfield, but they cough it right back up to Pizzone. Churchill out wide for Caruso. Finds a running Pizzone. He might get a chance to cross this with his left, and does. Back to the middle. Churchill couldn't get on the end of that, though. Good work by Dom to keep that in, but it's cleared forcefully up to midfield. Hateman controls, go wide for Myron. He's got some room in front of him. Takes the space. Plays to the corner for Gertunka. Just beyond his reach, though. Ball played for a St. Clair throw-in. Pat Miller making a run to try to get on the end of this. Does find it in the corner. Crosses off of the Brashear player. It'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Need to make this one count here. We're almost halfway through the first half and still 0-0. So Brashear doing what they have to do at this point. Here's the corner from Gertunka. Headed out, or cleared but not out. Ball then up high in the penalty area. Hateman gets a shoulder on it, and it's into the corner of the net. But I think what they're going to say, there's a handle. No, they're going to give that goal. Well done. Dom Caruso scored. So, yeah.
Panther goal scored by Dom Caruso.
So what we had happened there, the corner came in, ball was initially cleared, and then number 17 for the Bulls tried to clear it out on a volley and hit the ball straight up in the air. Came back down to Hateman, hit off of Doug's looked like off of Doug's shoulder, and went to Dom, and he put it in the side panel of the net. So 1-0 Panthers. 20 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. So that's good. Got our scoring off to start here. Churchill's out of the game. Caruso's up top. Sibley's back in on the left side. So Dom moved up top. Here's Miller to Davis. Well defended by Brashear at midfield. They're going to look forward now for Lagniz. That pass didn't get through though. Miller plays wide to Myron. And he played it out of bounds, so it'll be a Brashear throw. Good ball by Miller down the line for Gertunka, just a little too far. He's challenging, but the Brashear defender comes up with it. Plays to midfield. Forward down the line. Myron giving chase. Ball comes in. There's Lagniz. Turns. There's a contact there with Bernhardt. That was, I believe, in the penalty area. We'll see what the referee decides here. Maybe right on the edge of the penalty area. It doesn't look like he's going to give a PK. It's going to be a free kick just outside the 18, right on the corner of the D for Brashear. Lagniz will step up to take this one, so we're going to have to get our wall set and look alive here. It's from a dangerous spot, almost too close. I think most players would like to have that ball another 5 yards out. Gives them a little more room to bend the ball and get around the wall. So right now the Panthers with 7 players in the wall. That's an unprecedented amount of players. Need to watch the Brashear attacker on the far post as Sibley comes over to take him. 6 players in the wall. The shot. Oh, and the score. Wow, what a rocket from Lagniz.
What's his first name?
Aaron Lagniz.
Brashear goal scored by Aaron Lagniz.
That ball was absolutely rifled. Looks like it went right up over the wall. And I'm not sure that keeper Joe Conlon even saw that ball until it got past the wall. And by that point, with the pace it had on it, it was in the top of the net. So Joe won't be happy with that, but really not his fault. That was just a great shot. You got to give him credit for doing that. So here we are on level terms again with 18 and a half minutes. Sibley crosses in. Caruso was there making a nice near post run, but defender did a good job to knock that ball out. So looks like it'll be a Panther corner kick. One ref is signaling corner, one is signaling goal kick, and it's going to be a goal kick. So as I was saying, the 18 and a half minute mark, we're back on level terms. We need to find another goal here. Goal kick comes to Russell near midfield. There's Lagniz. He should be full of confidence right now after that shot. There's an absolute rocket up over the wall. So that's a good example how you let a team hang around and they get one opportunity like that off of a free kick. He's fouled in a dangerous spot. They get a chance. They convert. Here we are, back on level terms. So as the season goes, you got to watch that. Games get more important when you get a lead. Got to be careful not to foul in your own end. Turnover by Hateman. Ball played forward, looking for Lagniz, but Hayden Bernhardt will clear that out towards midfield. Spencer Davis laid out in what looked to be a foul there, but nothing given. Number 9. The ball played up towards number 9 right now. Pascal for Brashear. I'll just call him Pascal because his last name's too hard to pronounce. We'll go on a first name basis with him. All right, Panthers need to sharpen it up here. Just be patient. Keep the ball. Pass the ball. Make them chase the ball. As you do that, gaps will open up. They'll become impatient in defending, and gaps will open up. But we've got to be patient enough to just keep the ball, and we don't have to go forward every time. Because oftentimes when we're going forward, it's a more speculative ball. You end up losing possession. They come the other way. I'd rather keep the ball and just make them work really hard to get it back. So Brashear with a free kick near midfield. Play this long. This will land right out the top of the 18. Headed out by Bernhardt. Again by Miller. Caruso flicks it on. But back to Brashear possession. Sibley pressuring. Good pressure by Pat Miller here. Yields results as he gets the ball to Miller, or to Russell. But again, we lose the handle on it, and it goes to Lagniz for Brashear. Again, he's got to be full of confidence at this point. Scoring a goal like that, he's ready to have another one. Sibley, good back pressure to win. And Russell gives it back to him on the flank. To Bernhardt. Up to Davis. Good. This is better. Just need to keep it. Be patient. We don't need to go forward. We just need to keep the ball. Here's Davis. Again, long ball for Gertunke. He's got a little bit of room in front of him. That ball's defended and out off of Brashear player. Panther throw. About 10 yards out from the end line. Don't necessarily have the long throw weapon in the game tonight that we normally do. Ball played down to the end line and out over the end line off of Brashear player for a corner for the Panthers. See if we can convert again off a set piece. Our first goal came in the wake of a set piece. So Gertunke will take this. Nice driven ball. Right past Caruso's head. Haven looking to get on the end of it. Caruso volleys, but over the net. Yeah, Don made a nice run there. He was open, and I don't know if the ball was just a little bit behind him, but he couldn't quite get ahead on that, and ultimately out for a goal kick. 14 and a half minutes left. The score's 1-1. Ball cleared by Brashear up to Pascal, to Lagniz. Myron does a good job battling on the far side. And there's Hateman as a cover defender to help him. Davis turns, plays to Pizzone. Out wide to Sibley. Oh, maybe should have dribbled that one himself. Gertunke on the far side. Tries to find Miller on the layoff, but the pass wasn't hard enough, and it's intercepted. St. Clair gets it back, though. Here's Pizzone in midfield, wide to Sibley. Touch to Davis. Shane wins it back on a missed clearance by Brashear. Here's Russell, near side. And that went off a Brashear player. That'll be a white throw. Russell looks central for Caruso. Here's Lagniz, near side, near midfield. Plays long, really to no one. Hateman is able to wheel and turn and get that ball out. It's a little collision in midfield between Davis and number 2 for the Bulls. I think the Bulls at this point feeling like, hey, we're right in this game, which they obviously are by the scoreboard. And they're playing with a little bit of confidence and a little bit of vigor here. Here's Pascal chasing the ball down to the corner. He's able to cross it, but that cross is intercepted by Myron and eventually reeled in by Hateman, who goes forward to his target. Caruso lays it off for Miller. He finds Davis in the midfield. Davis's pass is intercepted, though. Here's Lagniz breathing down Russell's back. He grabs Bernhardt, eventually knocks him down. That ball goes over. He's going to give a goal kick. Hayden looking for a call there. He was definitely getting roughed up, but nothing given. I would think that our back four can expect more of that from Lagni's until we put this game out of reach. Here comes Caruso. Big cross from the right side over Sibley's head. Shane hustling hard to try to keep this ball in, but is unable to do so. Header won by Brashear. Davis wins a ball. Not yet, though. Here comes Pizzone to Miller. Goes past him, but right to Caruso. Looking for Gatunka running through the middle. Dom gets it back. Big shot, high and wide. Not a bad idea there. He's trying to find John running diagonally through the middle of the field, but pass was a little behind him. Ended up coming back to Dom on a deflection, and he took a shot there. So Shane is off, and Alejandro Bravo is in on the left side. They'll keep the lineup the same with the exception of that change. Here's Miller battling two defenders. Brashear comes out with the ball, but Pat giving nice back pressure there. Good hustle by Miller. That's going to be a throw for the Bulls, and there's a substitution here. Connor Milkuzny coming back into the game, and John Gertunka will be coming off for the Panthers. 10.5 minutes left. Need to try to get another goal here or two and be up at halftime. Don't want to go into halftime giving this opponent any reason to believe that they can find a result in this game. Hateman wins the ball, plays across midfield to Davis. Here's Bravo challenging. Game getting a little more physical in the midfield now. I think as Brashear starts to realize, hey, you know what, we might have something here. Let's go for it. They're starting to play a little more physical. And again, I might sound like a broken record, but to me, the way to remedy that is just keep the ball. It's demoralizing to a team when you score, but it's also demoralizing to a team when they have to chase the ball around. And they cannot get the ball away from you because you just pass it and it's just keep away. And that's what we need to be doing right now. Wearing them down and breaking their defense apart just by passing the ball and keeping it. That's all we need to do. Give away by Russell, but Davis wins the ball. He was looking for Bravo to come back, and that didn't happen, so that's into touch for a throw in by the Bulls. Long pass by Milkuzny, trying to find Bravo on the far side of the field, but that'll run out for a Brashear throw. 8.5 minutes left now. 1-1 the score. Throw in for Brashear near side. Lagny's applying pressure. There's Myron forward to Miller to the corner for Milkuzny. He's running hard. He should be able to get on the end of this. That's Caruso there, though. That ball goes out. Should be a corner and is. Well done by Dom. Not to give that defender the Brashear defender, any room to move there. Connor will take this kick. We got 5 men in the box going to be attacking the goal. Low, hard plate. Enters Hateman. Oh, just past his foot. And it'll be a goal kick. So Doug was running on that. He was basically right in the middle of the goal. The ball scampered by him. He just wasn't able to put that finishing touch on it. Zone to Miller, Davis. And Spencer will get called for a push there. Free kick for the Bulls. Played long in towards the top of the D. Ball gets over the first defender, but is cleared to Miller in midfield. Pizzone. That's going to come out. Must have been a handball or a push or something there on Brashear. It'll be a Panther free kick. Conlon will come up to take this. 35 yards off of his end line. Plays long, looking for the head of Caruso. That's won by Brashear, but back to Miller. Plays wide, a bouncing ball for Myron, back to Miller. To Davis, to Miller. Back for Pizzone, wide for Russell. Comes up nicely out of his left back slot. Russell forward. Caruso, he's onside. Someone's got to get to the net. He gets to the end line. Cuts it back. There's Davis. Can't quite find it, though. That was a good ball by Dom. Here's a long shot from Sam Russell, who came into the middle. It's easily handled by the Brashear goalie. So great movement off the ball by Dom Caruso there, and he created some space in behind him and was able to just turn and run with that ball to the end line. Cut it back, tried to find a friendly foot there, but wasn't quite able to get it onto an on-rushing Spencer Davis. So close but no cigar for the Panthers on that one. Coming up on 5 minutes left now in the first half. Looks like Tommy Churchill is at the midline waiting to come back into the game. Hateman forward to Miller. Davis can't handle that, and he trips up the Brashear defender. Looks like he might have nicked him in the ankle. So we'll have a stoppage of the clock at the 4:47 mark to deal with this injury. Spencer was sliding a little bit late, trying to get that ball, trying to poke that ball away from the Brashear defender, and must have clipped him on the ankle or the shin or something, but seems to be in some sort of discomfort right now. So in the last 4.5 minutes here, the Panthers need to find some way to carve out an opportunity. They just had a really good one off the foot of Caruso there. Be nice to get another chance, maybe another corner, another free kick. And number 23 for Brashear. That is Victor Gonzalez. He's helped off the field. Again, looks to be in some level of discomfort there, so hope he's all right. That'll be a free kick right inside of midfield for the Bulls. They've shown that they can play these balls long into the top of our area, so we need to be aware here. Alejandro Bravo's off for the Panthers and Churchill's on. Ball driven in top of the D, cleared by Myron, but not out. Crossed in to Pascal. Lagny's turning shot. Wide near post. He couldn't quite get his hips turned completely around on that ball. It would have been dangerous had he been able to, because the ball was skipping and low. So Conlon with the goal kick. Flicked on by Pizzone, looking for Caruso. There's Miller challenging. He can't come up with it. Forward to Lagny's. Here's Caruso, in front of the Panthers bench. Keeps that ball in nicely. Miller looks down the line for Churchill. And that ball will go out for a Panther throw, about 20 yards from the end line. Just under 4 minutes left. Not sure what happened to the ball boys here. Caruso chasing that ball down into the corner. Caruso goes short to Pizzone, who can't handle that ball, but it is played to Davis. He gets through two defenders on the dribble, and he's fouled, so Panthers will get a chance about 29 yards out, right in the middle of the field, to do some damage here. I think the one important thing is, the one thing you don't want to have happen here is the ball goes over the crossbar. You want to keep it under the crossbar. Even if it's wide, the players still have a chance to get to it, but looks like Davis stepping up to take this. Or no, I'm sorry, this will be Caruso. On the run-up, Caruso low, hard drive, but that was a good shot by Daum, but right into the keeper's chest. Ball definitely had a chance. That was a good effort. Didn't hit that wide, didn't hit it over. Gave his teammates a chance. If there'd have been a rebound, we would have been looking good in that situation. So that was a good ball by Daum. Pizzone in, working hard, wins the ball. Here's Miller. We got 2-on-1 situation, but he can't quite find Davis. Russell loses it to Pascal. Bernhardt, oh, he's being held there, and he will, that'll be a free kick for the Panthers, no doubt about that one. He was on a leash. He was a dog on a leash there. He couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't go anywhere. Wide to Myron on the far side, to Miller in the middle. Back to Hateman. Just under 2 minutes left. 1-1 the score. Panthers need to find one before halftime. Bernhardt wide to Russell. Plenty of time. Just need to be patient, keep the ball. Russell plays it hard to the corner, and that's got sort of an outward spin on it, so it's going to run over the sideline for a Brashear throw. Off a Brashear player, though, and we'll get the throw. Churchill takes it quick, looking for Davis. Big bouncing ball. He thought he was going to get run into there, so he lowered his shoulder, and contact never really happened. He ended up knocking the Brashear player over without touching the ball, so that's a foul. Lagnice near midfield. I'd rather see him here than up top. Don't mind him having to come back and defend a little bit. Here's Miller to Pizzone, to Davis. Is a little bit behind him, though. He tries to flick it on to someone up top. Here's a long ball over the top. Skips right to Conlon. Here comes Russell and Pizzone. Little miscommunication. And that ball's played out. Should be a Panther throw, but no, it's going to go to Brashear. 40 seconds left. Russell to Churchill. Lays it off for Davis. 30 seconds. Turned over to Lagnice. Looks forward to Pascal. He's running. That ball goes wide, though, and Myron clears it over the far touchline with 18 seconds left. Can't get a ball in.
10, 9, 8, 7.
To Lagnice in the middle.
5, 4.
Miller working hard,
3,
denies him
2,
the dribble.
1.
And that'll do it for the first half here. Score is 1-1. Panthers tied with the Brashear Bulls. We'll be back for the second half. Okay, folks, welcome back for the second half of tonight's matchup between Upper St. Clair and Brashear. The score at halftime is Upper St. Clair Panthers 1, Brashear Bulls 1. So we'll set the lineup here for second half action. Change from the end of the first half. We've got Conlon in goal still. Burdette, Bernhardt in the middle. Russell and Pizzone at outside backs. Muck and Kiernan at the holding mids. Miller still at the attacking mid. Mertz on the left. Hart up top. Dysert out on the right. Panthers go forward. Good ball into Dysert. That's onside. Crosses it for Hart. Shoot. Score! There it is. 15 seconds in. Just like that. Ethan Dysert. Joel Hart from Ethan Dysert.
Panther goal scored by Joel Hart, off an assist by Ethan Dysart.
So just as smooth as you like there, Kiernan came up and won that ball near midfield and just slotted a really nice through ball. Perfect weight on that pass, right into the path of a streaking Ethan Dysart. He took a couple touches, slid it across in front for Joel Hart. He made no mistake. That was an easy 6-yard shot, side-footed right into the back of the net. 2-1 Panthers. And here we go. So I'm sure Coach is breathing a little easier there. And that, Brashear had to have a lot of belief at halftime being tied with Upper St. Clair. And it's nice to get that early goal. Hopefully things will loosen up a little bit here. Long ball played off a free kick. Conlon handles that. Ball's out near side. Be a St. Clair throw. Kiernan wide for Pizzone on the far side. Forward to Miller. Finds Mertz on the left. He's going to run at the defense. Finds Miller again, back through to Mertz. He's going to try to get down to the end line. He crosses. No one home there, but a Brashear defender. The ball right to the dot. Kiernan with a volley. That ball deflected, but the goalie's able to handle that. So already 2 opportunities at goal here. Miller again plays wide, looking for Mertz, but defender will ride that out. It'll be a Brashear throw. Miller wins a ball midfield, finds Ethan. Hart going wide. He gets the ball. He's got Dysart there in the middle. Big shot. Oh, my goodness. He just overpowers the goalie. Shot to the near post, high near post. And the Brashear goalie had nothing to do about that one.
Goal scored by Joel Hart, his second of the evening.
Dysart.
Off an assist by Ethan Dysart.
So same combination works again. We're barely 2 minutes into the second half. Hart's got 2 goals. Just like that. And both from Ethan Dysart. So very nice combination there. Those 2 guys linking up well. And at this point, you would have to think Brashear, they're starting to feel the inevitability of what this result will be. However, it's only 2 goals. It'd be nice to get another goal or 2 here in short order. Here's Dysart again down the right. Finds Hart. Mertz, Kiernan going to the middle. That ball's over everyone, though. A little too strong on the cross. Good idea. But again, we're getting good opportunities. That's probably the 3rd or 4th crossed ball in the first 3 minutes of this half. So nicely done. Mertz applying pressure on the far side. But that ball won by Brashear. Can't keep it in, so that'll be a St. Clair throw. Taken by Muck. Short to Hart. He lays it off. Kevin back to Pizzone. Playing it through the back. To Bernhardt up to Kiernan. Nice turn. Finds Russell wide. He's dispossessed. The ball goes out, though, for a St. Clair throw. So Joel Hart, Johnny on the spot here in the second half. Here's Dysart down to the end line, cuts it back, finds Miller, crosses long. That's right into the near post though, and the goalie has a pretty easy time. Oh, we're going to get a free kick out wide here. It looks some sort of foul. I'm not sure what the referee's calling, but Ethan is going to line up for a free kick. About 10 yards out from the end line, maybe 8 yards, and right out towards the touchline on the run up. Ball served in. There's Miller. Goes back post to Mertz. He gets to the end line. That's cleared out. It'll be a corner. So Robbie should go over and take this corner kick here. Ethan played that ball in low and hard. Just eluded the head of Pat Miller and went through the back post of Robbie Mertz. Here he comes up on the run up for the corner. Ball played in. Good ball. Dysart's there. Just past his foot. He'll probably want that one back, but ball goes over the touch line or the end line for goal kick for Brashear. So good opportunities abounding here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Miller contesting that goal kick, but cleared, and Bernhardt wins a header. Robbie flicks that on. Joel trying to run and get on the end of that. He's searching for a hat trick at this point. Robbie, good job coming back and winning that ball. He's fouled, but nothing called, so no foul there. Ball rolls back to Joe. He distributes to Kiernan at midfield off the throw. Muck to Miller, laid off for Kiernan. He's dispossessed. There's Bernhardt, pressured by Lagnies. To Muck. Kiernan, good passing in the midfield here to Dysert wide. Takes a touch past his defender. Looks for Hart again, streaking. Back to Dysert. There's Miller. Shot. Score! That's 3 now in the second half for the Panthers. So Pat Miller gets a goal. Really nice finish.
Panther goal scored by Pat Miller. Off an assist by
Joel Hart, I think. Joel, yeah. Joel.
Off an assist by Joel Hart.
So Hart figuring into all 3 goals. And a nice finish there by Pat Miller. He sort of was sliding, reaching for that one, was able to get it and direct it right into the back post. The Brashear goalie is wondering right now, what the heck just happened? We were tied, and now it's 4-1. Here's Pizzone, far side, throws to Mertz. He rolls the ball past one defender, finds Hart streaking to the corner. Joel's feeling it right now. That ball's going to go out over the end line, though, for a goal kick. Yeah, we're barely 34 minutes remain, about 33-46, and we've got 3 goals on the board, so it's a 4-1 lead. Panthers. Goal kick comes near midfield. Robbie pressuring over there, wins the ball, but that's tackled away from him. And they play long forward looking for Lagnies. Here's Bernhardt, misplays that one, but he's still on it. There's Pizzone. Lagnies putting good back pressure there. Wins the ball to his player, but eventually comes back to the Panthers, to Muck. Looks for Miller. Back to Pizzone, just relieves the pressure there. Through the midfield to Kiernan. Here's Hart. He turns. Running at the back 4. Looking for Kiernan on the back pass. He might get there, but ultimately can't. The Brashear goalie came out and gobbled that ball up near the penalty dot. Good punt. Goes wide into our back 4. Or I'm sorry, central into our back 4. But Muck wins that ball. No foul called. The Brashear players are wanting a foul there. Kevin wins. Miller turns. Plays back to Burdett. Wide for Russell. Into Hart's feet. He's trying to settle that down and does. Looks for Dysert to the corner, so there'll be a throw in here for the Panthers. There's Miller. Dysert now. Central to Kieran's got to go to that one. He does. Going to shoot. Big shot by Troy. That's going to end up in the gym, I think. So just to recap scoring here in the second half, 32 minutes remain in this half. We've had goals by Hart and Miller to make the score 4-1. Here comes Muck driving up the middle of the field. Again, everyone wants to get in on the goal scoring action here, but we just need to be patient and do what we did to earn those goals, which was good patient build up, good smart runs off the ball, and ultimately good finishing too. There's Hart challenging. Ball comes to Muck, but he's dispossessed. They're going to go forward with it. Pizzone steps up to challenge. Ultimately, Kiernan will win that ball. Play back to Burdett and wide to Russell. Pascal applying some pressure. There's the opening through the midfield to Muck. Miller plays wide for Dysert. Dribble gets away from him. And ball in the air. Pascal challenging Burdett. Burdett comes out with it. Forward to Miller. Outside to Dysert down the line for Burdett. Making a run. We've got Hart and Mertz going to the goal. Burdett shoots near post. Pretty comfortable save for the Brashear goalie. I don't think West got as much on that as he wanted. Pat Miller, good job coming back and winning a ball. That should be a St. Clair throw. And is. Looks like Sammy Russell might handle the duties here. Right near midfield. Throws short to Kiernan, who switches fields the far side to Pizzone. He's able to keep that ball in to Muck. Ball comes off his foot though, and Brashear wins it back. Robbie gets in on a tackle, wins the ball, and they're going to call a push of the far side official all the way across the field, made that call. I think Robbie's trying to chip that down in the corner, and it went off the Brashear player, but it comes for a St. Clair throw. Mertz to Miller, back to Muck. All the way to near side for Russell. There's Dysert. He's going to turn and go to the corner. Crosses that ball in. Cleared out by Brashear, though. Here comes Lagnese with Bernhardt chasing. Hayden wins that ball and is able to keep it in down the line. Nice play by Hayden there. To Russell, to Miller. Bernhardt to Muck. Comes diagonal towards the near corner. Plays to Dysert, back to Muck, to Miller. This is good by the Panthers. Just keep this ball. Find the right opening. Be patient. Don't be selfish. Just keep switching fields and moving the ball around. Dysert to Miller. Again to Burdett. He carries the ball into the midfield. He's going to continue his run forward. Here comes Kiernan. Wide for Dysert. Crosses the ball sort of the outside of his foot. Cleared but not out. Muck finds that to Burdett. Trying to find Mertz wide, but the pass is intercepted. Muck turns and shoots with his left foot. That'll go wide for a Brashear goal kick. So some good periods of possession and some good creativity, movement off the ball there from the Panthers. Need to continue that. That'll lead to more and more opportunities for the white team here tonight. There's Muck coming up to challenge and win a ball. Plays back for Pizzone. There's a little bit of a hospital pass there. Robbie's able to keep that in far side. Flicks over to the defender's head. Now brings it back to Pizzone. To Burdett. Back to Pizzone. Doing a good job relieving pressure. And you can see as time goes on, Brashear, they start to lose a little bit of the will to chase. So you just need to keep passing the ball, because it does become demoralizing for a team when you got to chase. This one gets turned over. Lagnese looking for Pascal. West steps in front of that nicely, though. Muck to Dysert. He's running at the outside back. I like this. Trying to find the end line. Cuts it back to his left foot, though. Crosses it in the middle. I don't know if Brashear touched that or not. It was deflected. It'll be a corner for the Panthers. So as Ethan came in and cut that ball back to his left foot, he played a quick, low, hard cross. No one there for the Panthers, but it did glance off of a Brashear defender, and we'll have a corner kick from the far side. Looks like Robbie Mertz going to take this one. Here comes the run-up, the service to the back post. There's Dysert. Off of him, be another corner kick. One off of a Brashear defender. Dicer will handle the duties on the near side. Got Hart, Kiernan, Muck, Burdett. We've got the time by the ref. Something, he saw something in there that he doesn't like. Yellow card to, I'm not sure who, Troy Kiernan. Yellow card to Troy. Looked like maybe there was some extracurricular activity going on there, and Troy got called on the carpet for it. I know what Coach was saying prior to the second half to the team was no cards. You don't want anyone getting any cards. So Troy will have to sit out for 5 minutes here. Hateman comes into the game to replace him. Here's Pizzone winning the ball to midfield to Muck, who plays it deep for Burdett. Wide for Russell. Have a little bit of time to handle the mail here. Comes forward into Hart's feet. He first touch just too hard and over the touchline. Good job by Joel coming back, checking back to receive that ball, try to get a ball into his feet, but that was a tough one to handle. A lot of pace on that. Pressure by Miller, sends Mertz in. He's going to be a little wide. Crosses the ball. Oh, deflected just over the bar. Hit a good low, hard shot with his left foot. And actually, as the goalie went down, he was able to get that ball. Looks like it hit off his forearm, went up right over the bar, almost into the top of the net, but ended up going right over the crossbar. So good little play on the counterattack there by the Panthers. Mertz will take this corner. Service in to the back post. There's Dysert, header, and that's a goal. No, I'm sorry. The referee's calling that there was a push, or what is he calling? Referee wants to talk to Ethan. He's going to get a card. Oh, my. It's all going wrong here for the Panthers at this point. We want to eliminate these cards. I'm not sure what I think that the card actually is for something Ethan said after the play, not for what was done during the play, although I'm not sure about that. We don't have the benefit of video replay up here, so we're going off of what we can see, which is not a whole lot. So Ethan's sort of wondering what the heck that was for, I think. But there was a goal, yeah, header off of a corner kick, and that goal's called back. So still 4-1 Panthers here. 24 minutes left.
Putting in the reserves. Close.
Hateman looking to win a ball, coming up from that holding mid position, is unable to. Russell finds Muck. He mishandles that, though, and Lagnese gets that ball, gets around Muck, around Hateman, but Miller's there to clear it back to Hayden, who goes wide for Robbie, far side, and that ball got through him. There's a defender challenging for that, and got through to Robbie and out of bounds. So,
New team.
yeah, Brashear with a wholesale change here, pulling off 6 or 7 players.
Sinclair's put in 18 for Robbie.
Connor Mulkuzny's on for Mertz, and I think I saw Tommy Churchill come on for Joel Hart. So ball on the far side, played for a Panther throw. Kuzny to Miller, finds Muck in the middle, a little bit of room. Looking wide for Caruso, but isn't able to make that pass connect. Good pressure by Dom. Forces a bad pass that Russell can win. Hateman will take that ball wide to Pizzone on the far side, who looks for Connor. Miller pays over top for Anthony, who continued his run. Ball crossed to the middle. Caruso's there for a header. Over the bar, though. Dom did a nice job of attacking that ball inside the area. Sort of plowed the defender for Brashear, but no foul given there. It's a good opportunity for the Panthers. Nice run by Anthony down the left flank to create that chance. Spencer Davis in for the Panthers. Muck coming off. Here's Churchill. Wins back to Miller. Hateman. To Burdett. West loses it at midfield, but it's played out of bounds for a St. Clair throw on the far side. There's Pizzone to Miller. Back to Anthony. Plays Bernhardt. Yeah, Lagniz is now off for Brashear. And that ball is just dribbled out of bounds on the far side for a Panther throw. More substitution here for both teams. They're going to switch goalies, Brashear is. Pat Myron coming on, Sammy Russell off. Alejandro Bravo on. Pat Miller off for the Panthers. So good job by them. So Brashear's pretty much switched completely their whole lineup at this point. Bernhardt looking forward to Bravo. Carries over midfield. Good pass for Caruso on the diagonal. But he can't make that ball stick. It's a good pass by Alejandro. Good run by Dom. Davis throws the corner looking for Caruso. He wins that to the end line. Crosses. Finds Churchill. Lays it off for someone. No one there. There's Bravo. Hateman the shot. Over the bar. Not a bad idea to shoot from distance there because I'm not sure that the new goalie for Brashear can cover the top part of the net. It seems to be a little vertically challenged. I think we might be able to beat him high. So Doug with that opportunity. And Tommy Churchill running a ball down there, trying to keep it in, but that'll be a Brashear goal kick. Just under 20 minutes left here. 4-1 Panthers. Bravo wins a header off the goal kick to Caruso. His touch, though, goes to the center back for the Bulls, and he clears closer to midfield. Hateman battling, wins it to Davis, to Caruso, but that pass a little too far inside, and Brashear goalie will sweep that up. There's Pat Myron winning a head ball, but that's out of bounds near side right into the Panthers bench. Throw in by Brashear. They come forward through the midfield. Brashear maintains possession. They play to the middle, a square ball. That's dangerous. Here's Churchill. Caruso keeps it in nicely. With that left foot of his, crosses for Milkuzny, finds it in the D. But that ball's just touched away by the Brashear center back. Good job by Dom there to keep that ball in and cross it quickly. Here's Bravo coming to the middle of the field. Pizzone on the left. He cuts it back. Looks to cross with his right foot, but can't do that. That'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. One thing we haven't seen any of tonight from Upper St. Clair is the long throw. First game in a while, I can say we haven't seen any long throws from in the attacking third. Yeah, Blake's not in, but Burdett just hasn't felt the need to come up and launch one. So here's Davis in the middle, working a give and go with Churchill. Can't quite make that stick, though. Bravo gets it. He's fouled. 30 yards out. Panthers will get a free kick opportunity. Perhaps someone on the field will notice, too, that I think they're vulnerable in the top half of the net. Looks like Burdett's going to come up and take this one. All hands on deck for Brashear here. The run up, ball hit low into the wall. There's Bernhardt winning a header to Myron. He'll play back for Bernhardt again. That's good, smart play there. Conlon, back to Conlon. He clears to midfield to Mokuzny, to Churchill. He's got Dom wide. Nice ball through to Dom. He's running on this one. Goalie gets there first. Can't control it. Is cleared. Oh, ball comes and just skips past Bravo. So good chance there for the Panthers, and give some credit to the Brashear goalie. He came out into the face of an on-rushing Dom Caruso there and made a nice save, and at least did enough to get that ball away from Dom and give his defense a chance to clear. Another free kick for the Panthers, 30 yards out from the end line towards the far side. Burdett will take this. He's looking for Davis, but I believe they're offsides. Yeah, we had some runners offsides there. Looks like Shane Sibley is up at the midline waiting to come into the game. "16 minutes left here at Panther Stadium. Header won by Hateman to Bravo. Nice little move, gets around one defender. Ball's on his left foot. Looks like he's trying to get it back to his right, but he runs out of room there and is dispossessed. But Connor picks up the mail, crosses to the middle. Here's Bravo. Can't get on the end. Hateman gets it to Davis. He shoots from distance, side-footed. Brashear goalie adjusts to that and makes a save in the end. So again, a couple good opportunities for the Panthers. Burdett at midfield to Hateman. Brashear wins that forward. Myron facing his own goal, goes back to Conlon. Joe clears it. That ball back pass wasn't quite hard enough, and Joe had to clear that right off of a Brashear attacker. We've got a substitution here. Shane Sibley coming in for Dom Caruso. So Shane will be playing on the near side, right side of the Panthers formation. Burdett with the ball in his own end, wide for Myron. He finds Sibley near side, flicked on for Davis. That spinning ball, though, comes off of his foot into a Brashear defender who plays it into touch. Myron long throw down the line, looking for Churchill. Ball ridden out by the Brashear defender. Churchill being about 2 feet taller than him, he's going to get called for that foul. Just got into the back of him a little too much. So free kick for the Bulls. They clear it long, and the little runner in behind Burdett. Myron comes back to clean that up. It'll be a throw in, though, for the Panthers. Good play, relieve the pressure, play it through the back. Switch the fields over to Pizzone on the far side, back to Bernhardt. And that ball cleared for a Panther throw over the far line. Quick throw to Milkuzny. Ball knocked out again. Milkuzny throws, looking for... Here comes Shane streaking through the middle. He is fouled, and that seemed to be clearly within the box. Shane ended up in a heap about 12 yards out from the end line. That's going to be a penalty kick for the Panthers. We'll see who steps up to take the duty here. Looks like it might be Spencer Davis. So Spencer's going to get his chance from the spot. Sibley was fouled in the penalty area. 13 minutes left. Referee's whistle, the run-up, the shot, the goal by Spencer Davis. As easy as you like, right into the side panel.
Panther goal scored by Spencer Davis off a penalty kick.
So good job by Spencer. Good run by Shane, who's really aggressive, getting into the box there. forcing that defender to make a decision. You either let him go or you take him down, and we know what happened there. It took Shane down, and we got the penalty kick, and Spencer converted. That's 5-1 Panthers. Here's Davis at midfield to Bernhardt, plays direct to Bravo. He loses a tackle though, but the ball comes to Pizzone. To Caruso, far side. To Bravo. Looking for Sibley, but behind him. Ball still in play though, in front of the back four for the Bulls. Davis just bull rushing in there. He wants another one. But he's going to draw a foul or take a foul there, and that'll come out on a free kick for the Bulls. Just a little too aggressive, got into the back of that defender, and ref had no choice but to call that one. The free kick skips by Pizzone, but he does well to get back and clear that back out. Good job by Anthony there. Finds Dom in midfield to Davis. Over top, looking for Churchill, but he's offsides. Offsides by a couple yards. Good idea, though. So the margin is comfortable right now at 4 goals for the Panthers. They were able to open this game up early in the second half, and should be able to ride this one out, see if we can get another goal or two. There'll be a free kick here, though, for the Bulls. 10 yards in from midfield, make it 15. So I'm sure they'll try to float one into the area and get a header or something on the net. Joe will have to look sharp here. Here comes the ball. Ball drops 12 yards out. Header won by Hateman. I think there's a handball there by the Bulls. Hateman takes the, no, he's not going to. He's going to let the Burdette run up and take this kick. Conlon will handle the duties here. We've got 4 attackers. Ball's going to drop in. Everyone's on their horse. The goalie can't do that. He just caught the ball 2 yards outside the penalty area. I'm not sure what the referee sees there. Whether he thinks that the D is part of the penalty area, which it's not. That was clearly outside the box. But, you know, that's what you often see. Here's a shot from distance by Davis. Well, you know what? You often see it by officials, period. When a team is up, the rules change. They just let things go that normally would be a foul. You know, to me, the rule's a rule. A foul is a foul. You call it no matter whether the score's 0-0 or 10-0. It is what it is. But he certainly let that one, like I said, either he missed it or he thinks the D is part of the goal area or or he let it go. So whatever case is, we're just under 10 minutes, 5-1 still. Caruso puts a good hard cross in, and that's dealt with by Brashear by clearing it over the end line. So we'll get a corner kick here. Dom will hit this with his favored left foot, so you'll have a little bit of an outswinging ball from this corner with a left footer. Ball's played low. Bravo flicks on. A nice creative little shot from Bravo, but it just went right into the goalie's gut. So anywhere else, that's a goal. But yeah, nice little finish there from Alejandro, but couldn't find the net. Throw for the Panthers. I think at this point, Coach Schneider will be happy to ride the game out with the crew he has on the field right now. I don't see anyone up or contemplating any substitutions at this point, so we'll see. Pizzone, far side. He's played a nice game out there. Bernhardt to Davis. Wide to Caruso. Over top for Churchill. He's going to call him offsides, and he was maybe a quarter or half a step off there. The ref was on top of that one, wasn't he? He missed the goalie fiasco, but he was right on top of that one. So maybe a little bit of that, hey, they're up by 4 goals, don't call any fouls for them. Here's Hateman carrying the mail over midfield, looking for Sibley, far side. Good run by Shane. He needs to try to get to the end line here. Finds Hateman coming late. The shot over the bar. 3 points for Doug. Well, I said there wouldn't be any more subs, and I was wrong. Connor Milkuzny coming back in the game for Tommy Churchill. 7.5 minutes left. Shane had a full head of steam coming down the right side there. Certainly could have taken that ball to the end line, decided to cut it back for Doug. Here comes Doug. Plays forward for Bravo. Can't get on the end of it. Milkuzny. Big cross, but that's high and wide. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross. I think he was trying to come across the face of goal with that, but just got away from him. And that'll be a goal kick for the Bulls. 7 minutes left now. There'll be no overtime tonight, Mr. Callahan. We're referring to the overtime game that the girls had last night with Norwin. Double overtime. It went the distance. Ended in a 1-1 tie for the Lady Panthers. And that one went late. So we'll be happy to get out of here at the end of regulation tonight. Brashear with a free kick on the far side. A sparse crowd tonight at Panther Stadium. Maybe the weather kept most of the folks away.
Feeling that Brashear doesn't travel well.
Yeah,
That wasn't very far for them to come.
Conlon will clear towards midfield. Bravo can't get on the end of that. Caruso flicks. Sibley really fast. Goal goes right past the goalie. Sibley still has it near the end line. Crosses. There's Milkuzny, but the defender gets back to head that ball out. That was an odd-looking play. The goalie just he's out to lunch on that one. Ball rolled right past him, and Shane got on the other end of it, but couldn't get to the goal there. Here's Bravo carrying towards the outside. Lays it back for Milkuzny. Cross, looking for Shane, but that ball will go out over the end line. Brashear goal kick. So some interesting plays here late in the half. Things sort of open up a little bit, get a little loosey-goosey, and
Sort of a fun game. I don't know why they took their forward out to get him back in the stuff.
no, he's in the street clothes already. They sat him down. Here's Caruso. Again, a ball played back to the goalie. He doesn't want to pick that one up. So he'll just clear that over the near touch line. Myron up to take the throw. Sibley's on the end line. He goes out high to Davis, plays it back out wide to Myron. Lays it off for Burdett. Dribbles in around one man, around two men. Looks for Sibley on the end line. Crosses it. There's Burdett near post. It's going to go out for a corner. Good ball by West there to find Shane. Shane hits it first time to get it back in towards the goal as West is going to the near post and created a dangerous opportunity there. And Brashear had no choice but to clear it out over the end line. Sibley on this kick with the run up. A high floating ball into the back post. No one home, but Milkuzny picks it up and plays it back into the middle. There's Hateman, and there's a goal. Hateman gets a header off the replay, or the rebound back in by Milkuzny. Doug Hateman from Connor Milkuzny.
Panther goal scored by Doug Hateman off an assist by Connor Milkuzny.
So again, Panthers off of that set piece getting multiple looks at the goal. Brashear just couldn't clear it. We have a 6-1 lead with 4:20 left in this contest. Alejandro battling a midfield. He'll get called for foul, though. So 6-1 Panthers. This is more like it. It's been a good game from the standpoint of everyone on the Panthers bench has gotten a pretty decent amount of playing time tonight. And it's good on Coach Snyder for getting everyone involved in this game, giving everyone plenty of opportunity to. Here's Shane on the near side. Just slips. Good hard work by Shane to win that ball back, but goes to Brashear. As I was saying, it's a good opportunity to get everyone involved in the game. Lots of minutes for everyone. Real nice team effort here by the Panthers, and they'll go into what will be a really tough section matchup versus Cannon Mac on Saturday morning. It's homecoming weekend for the Panthers, so they have sort of an odd time, 10 a.m. game at Cannon Mac. That game will have big section title implications. Although, frankly, for the Panthers, they're still in a position where win, lose, or draw in that game against Cannon Mac, they will still hold their destiny in their own hands. But you want to go down there and show well. I think last time against Cannon Mac, the Panthers didn't play their best. Certainly could have lost that game, ended up with a 2-1 victory. Big save by Joe Conlon on a penalty kick, and they just weren't able to play their best that day. And I get the feeling that Cannon Mac did play about their best soccer in that game. So I look for the Panthers to be able to hold off their challenge and get a win on Saturday. But we'll see. It's going to be an odd time of day for both those teams. 10 a.m. They're not used to playing necessarily at that time, so we'll see what the Panthers can bring. The boys will have to be smart on Friday night and get to bed early, won't they? 2 minutes left here. 6-1 Panthers. Winding down.
The girls are playing at 11.
Yeah, the girls have a home game against Cannon Mac at 11, so. Brashear throw on the far side. I'm not sure that they've had any opportunities at the Panther net here in the second half. Done a pretty good job of shutting things down. Once we scored those 2 early goals, I think the wind went out of their sails pretty quickly.
And they cleared the bench.
Yep. And the fog moves in. Getting a little foggy here at Panther Stadium. It's been an interesting weather night. A lot of rain there this afternoon, so there's a long ball played down. Wes is going to have to deal with this one, though. There's Conlon playing to short to Myron, who just touches it over the sideline. It'll be a Brashear throw. Under a minute now. Bravo gets called for a foul, coming back trying to win that tackle. So Brashear will get one last chance here as the clock winds down. 36 seconds right now. They got plenty of time. They were going to run up and take it. Number 11 is going to take it now. Chips the ball, and that ball's well over the bar. Conlon had nothing to do there. 20 seconds left. That should do it. Good job by the Panthers. This one's going to end in a 6-1 victory for Upper St. Clair. They'll move on to Cannon Mac this weekend.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Here comes Sibley.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you at Cannon McMillan on Saturday morning. Good